Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Today, although this episode's going to be airing in a week, today is St. Paddy's Day.
Shout out to the snakes that left Ireland.
Yeah. What?
That's who St. Patrick is. That's the legend. Is he chased all the snakes out of Ireland?
Oh, that's right. With a flute? What am I
I'm
thinking
not
of?
sure what his method was.
That was a Pied Piper. What am I
That was
thinking
the
of?
Pied Piper. Yeah, the Pied Piper used a flute to lure children to the Glendale Galleria.
Real?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, and then he took him to an island in the middle of the Bahamas.
Little Saint something or other. Little Saint Patrick. Little Saint James.
And he had interesting.
Interesting,
It's
yeah.
funny. I think there's a lot of symmetry there, but whatever. He died of natural causes himself.
Yeah.
St. Paddy's Day. So today marks two occasions, not to be a downer.
Okay.
St. Paddy's Day.
Of course.
You're wearing all green.
Wearing a lot of green. Shout out to the Isle.
Shout to the Isle, the Emerald Isle.
The Emerald Isle.
They brought us a lot of cool things, Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
They brought us,
Such as?
I love the Boston Celtics logo.
Sure. I don't know if we can credit Ireland with that one.
Well, there's four-leaf clovers.
That's like saying, oh, the Native American people, they gave us so much. The Braves, the
Yeah.
tomahawk chop at a Braves game.
You want to compare those two? By all means. You Irish just love admitting that you guys were persecuted
Look,
against.
all I'm saying is the Irish people were also enslaved.
We were the OG
That's not
slaves.
true.
This is what everyone
It's
know. You guys brought us.
Those are you guys. I'm not Irish.
I thought you were Irish.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that's right. You're like.
I'm a mutt. I'm sort of a northern European
But Flyberg
mutt.
it feels like Finland, Sweden.
It's Swedish.
Swedish.
It's a Swedish name, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so they brought us the bulldogs, Irish bulldogs.
Irish bulldogs?
Yeah, that's a breed.
Is it?
Yeah.
We've always called now what am I thinking of? Where you tuck your balls and your dick behind you and you go ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh, I think they call that mangina.
Well, the mangina is if you're looking at it from the front. You're not barking.
Right. Oh, when you turn around.
Yeah, and you go ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh.
I've heard that
Yeah,
called
what
the
is that
Irish
called?
bulldog. I've heard it called the British bulldog.
Wow.
Irish setter. Now that's definitely an
There
Irish
we go.
dog.
There
Hey,
we
shout
go.
out to Ireland for the setters.
Yes, they gave us some great boxers, bare knuckle boxing,
Brad Pitt's character
whiskey,
in-
four-leaf
Sure,
clovers,
whiskey, Guinness, and split a G later.
some endearing redheads.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless you for sending us redheads. I actually do think that's pretty cool of you.
You know what? I think that when I was in my single days, the redheads used to like me.
Really?
They used.
Is that right?
I don't know why
Sorry, I hope I didn't sound
You know what that
incredulous.
energy was? That energy was like of a man being forced to be friends with somebody. It almost felt like our girlfriends were friends, and we were forced to hang out with each other at some some outing. You're like, oh no way!
Oh yeah, you're talking to
Wow.
me about fantasy football.
And then on the drive home, you're like, he says redheads are into him. I don't know where he got that idea. They used to be drawn to me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's my melanin. Maybe
it could be. It could be on a deep
yeah.
Evolutionary level. They're
It's
like, I need to balance out my lack of melanin with like a little bit of
Yeah.
melanin. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not. But I am still racist.
Yes. I don't want to.
He's still got to be technically white.
Yeah, I don't want my father to disown me.
Exactly.
My Irish father to disown me, but I also want to get my skin less translucent.
I want my children to be able to go out into the sun.
Yeah, I don't want them to be all. I want them to get a tan and not a
Yes,
burn.
yes.
So that's where I squeezed right in. But aside from St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, not to be a downer, anniversary of my father's death.
R.I.P.
Tony.
He died on St. Patrick's Day.
On the 17th of March, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that wait? I guess wait.
It's always the 17th. Yeah.
No, it's not like
No, because it doesn't move. It's a Monday.
I thought it was like Easter. It moves around
I don't think so.
because they're always drunk and you don't know what day it is.
I don't. Yeah. Just every year they're like, it's today.
Is it today?
I think it's today.
Why did we put it on a Monday? Oh, God.
Oh,
God. Tell the father I'll be late
Oh,
for
yes. This one will get us cancelled by the Irish.
Can you get canceled by Irish people?
I don't think so.
No. There's not.
Come and take it from us, Ireland.
Oh, God, you crazy slur. I was going to put a slur in
Slur.
there. I'm going to put a slur in there. But yeah, 11 years ago today. Crazy.
Oh.
Crazy.
Rest in peace to a legend.
Right. R.I.P. Mr. Della Siepe.
Yeah.
Good man.
He hated Irish so much that he
Yeah.
said, "This day will not be about
They're all
them."
they're too happy. I'm out. I can't handle this.
Ugh. I can hear them singing. End it.
Oh man, that must have been a tough. I didn't even think about that. I must have, that he passed away on St. Patty's Day. Oh, very weird. But I remember when I on the day it happened, I literally found out when I came home. I had arguably the best day.
Okay.
I was this girl who I liked when I first moved here. We went to the beach. We
Was she a
hung
redhead?
out. Huh?
Was she a redhead?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
But she was very light skinned. Very very freckly. She was very nice.
Okay.
And we hung out at the beach. We hung out, and then I came home, and then I went to a show. I had a great time. Came home. I'm like, man, life is good.
Yeah.
Life is good. And then
Nothing can bring me down.
Nothing can bring me
I
down.
dare you, God. Try to dampen my spirit. You
Universe,
said.
do your best work. And I'm like, you know what? Nothing can do to me. I'm putting my head on the pillow. Look over. My brother texts me, call mom. I'm like, what could this be? It's
Yeah.
probably, maybe they caught me on TV back home in Canada. maybe word got out. Eddie's doing well in LA, and then it's like, Dad.
Maybe they're sending me money.
Maybe they sent me. Maybe they found money.
Yeah.
Maybe we lifted up one of the floorboards. We found stacks of cash, American cash.
We're gonna share some.
We're gonna give it to you. Instead, I said, my mom was like, "Your father passed away." I was like in shock. And then my buddy, who was a big headliner at the time, I was like, "Hey man, my dad just passed away. Can I come over and hang out?" I mean, he literally just dropped me off, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was opening for him.
Yeah.
And then I went back to his house. We hung out, and then he's like, "You gotta get out of here." And I literally flew back home.
Yeah.
Buried my dad, and then I was doing shows for the rest. This was on a Thursday, but I
Yeah.
wanted to finish the weekend. So I literally flew right back after the funeral that night.
That night.
Red-eyed.
So you flew, you did a show Thursday night,
Thursday night.
flew there Thursday night,
I flew there Friday.
Friday morning.
Friday morning, went to the funeral. Then Saturday morning, I flew out, and then I did the show. I did a show Saturday there at the Ontario Improv, and then they were like, the other guys were like, the host was like, "Didn't you just bury your dad yesterday? What are you doing here?" I'm like, I don't know. I just really wanted to do this, and I just want to hang out. And the thing is, nothing about, ironically, Ontario, where I'm from in Canada, nothing about it reminded me of my dad's. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
So bizarre. Being comics, we can really shut it off and be like I've been broken up with and then performed that night.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it
You
weird?
have to.
Isn't it great? And I have great sets.
Yeah. I think in a way it kind of helps because you're like, I'm going to focus on being this guy on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have good sets that Saturday?
Oh, no,
Do you
bombed
remember?
every day. But I just bomb. I'm like, I needed that. Like, what? Hey. But
Was it unexpected? Was he?
No, yeah, he had the big C.
Okay.
The big C smoker. Big C. Which reminds me, I've only had a cigarette once my whole life.
Yeah.
You? Oh, you were
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I've had a few.
Yeah.
More than I probably should.
You'd love to smoke right now.
I would if we.
Is
could
anyone
do this
smoking during
podcast-
podcasts?
I mean, the Rogan experience. They're smoking cigars, from what I can tell.
Yeah, but I mean a good old fashioned
Just a
cigarette
heater,
and an
some old-
ashtray.
I mean, we could start.
No. God, I hate that's part of the reason why I don't want to go to Europe. I'm like, oh God, there's gonna be cigarette smoke everywhere, and I'm gonna be like the uptight American and be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Stop it!
This would never be allowed in Santa Monica.
What if there's joggers running by and they get a big huff of your cigarette?
My service animal has asthma. How dare you?
God, everyone here stinks. Where's the AC? God.
Can I get a glass of water?
Ugh, God. No wonder you guys are bankrupt. Anyway, why aren't there any to-go cups here? Everyone just hangs? Fuck.
I want to drink an iced coffee while I wander.
Are you guys making out in front of me?
Yuck.
Stop it.
Just because this is France doesn't mean I like it when you kiss with your tongues in front of me.
But what was I gonna say? Something. Oh yeah. Oh, funeral. No. St. Patrick's Day. No. Oh, so are you gonna drink later? What are you gonna do
I'm probably gonna have a couple beers, yeah,
with the lady
with the lady. Yeah.
at her work or just on your own?
No, we're gonna go somewhere. She's there right now. They're at a bar in Echo Park, and I'm probably gonna meet him there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I'm dog sitting, so I gotta go back and let this dog out.
Where's the dog?
In East Hollywood.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Do you stay over?
I do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I dropped you off at a couple nice spots when you were dog sitting. A couple nice houses in Hollywood off of Melrose, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really nice place. Shout out to Rory, that dog moved.
Are you in that level right now of your life where maybe because I'm married and stuff like that, but do you ever just like go around Zillow and just fantasize?
No, I'm honestly I've let go of that.
Really? Did you have a moment when you were doing that?
I was doing that for a little while, but now it's cars.
Wow.
I've been looking at cars a lot on Craigslist and stuff lately.
Really? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find I want like a 1996 Toyota RAV4.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some old cars too.
Yeah, I want like a late 90s, either Subaru or Toyota, because from what I understand, some of those cars will run for like 300,000 miles.
Yeah.
And so I want one that I can just buy.
Is this your Pacific Northwest dad vibes coming out?
I think it's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I want a cool car that's also very functional. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I was a single guy, what I would do was no, you're not single, but if I was a single guy right now, I would get an SUV.
Yeah.
A nice 90s SUV.
Yeah.
Cool. Kind of like, that wood interior and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's it's in good condition. It's well maintained. And here's another baby seat in the back, but I don't have any kids.
That's horrifying.
But they go baby seat, and I just be like,
I'm just trying to be ready for anything.
she's out there, and when she's out there, I want to give her a nice family.
I want to hit the ground running.
I want to have it ready, baby. And then I have a baby.
It was a good deal. I'm going to need one eventually.
Eventually. I mean, she's out there and hope she wants to start a family. And I want to have a baby on board, but then on top of baby on board, I would have potentially baby on board. And then when
could be your baby.
Could be your baby. Could be your
board.
baby on board.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
actually, that's merch we should sell.
Yeah.
Could be your baby on board.
And then and then she goes, I'm pregnant. And then you go to the car and you just take off the could be.
Yep. It's a 2-piece sticker, so you can just peel that other part off.
There you go. So yeah, take that home with you guys. When next time you're looking for a new automobile and you're a single guy looking to pick up some babes, just do that. Look like you're ready.
Come on, get a 96 Toyota 4Runner.
Oh wow.
That's what our friend JT, he has I think it's a 94 4Runner.
No way.
It's so sick.
Does it drive okay?
Oh yeah, it's good. He's like a car guy, so he got one that was like in very good shape, and he's kept really good care of it.
So do you like cars with all the new stuff?
I mean,
Big screen.
I do. I would want whatever I get. I would want to put it. I like having the map. I don't need a big screen, but I like having the map where I can see it.
Man, we are so neutered. We're atrophied as resourceful human beings. I can't go anywhere without Google Maps and Apple CarPlay.
Even when I know how to get there, I'm still firing it up.
Yeah, because there might be a traffic jam, or maybe I need to get there faster.
And I don't want to think too hard.
I don't want to think at all.
No.
God.
Especially not while I'm operating a motor vehicle. If I could just turn my brain off and not think about a damn thing.
No, I don't want to think about where I'm going. I just want to listen to a podcast and wonder if the government's screwing us, if aliens are real, or hear about a famous actor's process.
Maybe learn about Keiko the whale. That's a podcast I'm listening to.
Yeah, or maybe really what really happened at Pearl Harbor. I want to know.
Okay, now I love this. A Pearl Harbor truther. George Bush did Pearl Harbor.
I'm pretty sure America was in on it. What?
Honestly, I mean, that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. They needed an excuse to get involved in this war.
So, speaking of which, it's actually a good little segue into my what I was going to talk to you about. So, when I said, "Hey, let's podcast," when do you want to podcast? A piece of me was kind of hoping you'd say tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday.
Sure.
The reason being is
you got a vasectomy?
No. Oh, we could do it here.
I have some updated information. On You finish whatever this is.
That'd be a good Patreon episode. Podcast host gets vasectomy from friend.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
I've been doing research. I know how to do it.
Hold it down. You don't need two hands.
There's
just
a,
two little
process.
fingers.
It's called palpitating.
What?
Right?
What
just
is that?
pull your vas deferens through your skin.
Oh.
I could do it. I could do it.
You could do it. Good old Don here was at the Kennedy Center today. And I think he's serious. He's like, we're releasing 80,000 pages of the assassination of JFK tomorrow. I'm a man of my word. So I think it's coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
You're not going to have time to read 80,000 pages.
no, but that's what ChatGPT's for. You can put it all in there and say, hey, give me the gist.
Give me the gist.
Give me the gist. So here we go.
Here we go.
Are you? Have you looked into this at all, JFK?
Honestly, not even a little bit.
Really?
Nah, I don't.
You've never been alone too long, have you?
I guess not.
I have been alone in a room with a computer just wondering who did it.
That's the one that I guess that one just doesn't pique my interest all that much.
Well, the Oliver Stone movie really piqued my interest.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left. You know? There was also moments when I watched Oliver Stone's JFK. Did you watch it?
Never saw it. I think it came out when I was like 9 years old.
Yeah, they only show movies once.
I missed it.
No,
what can I say? I
if
missed
you don't
it.
watch it in real time, you're never going to see it again.
No.
There's no way of recording these things and watching them over again. Not at a blockbuster like that.
I'd love to see Cars too, but it's just not an option anymore.
It's gone. It's in the theaters. It's gone. They literally take the tapes and they burn it.
Ka-chow. 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 Okay. What are your? So, do you have thoughts? What do you think happened?
So, if you go back to JFK's dad was a notorious bootlegger at the time, and he was in with the mafia and stuff. So he wanted his he wanted his son to be president. So he got the Teamsters Union in the Midwest. I think it was even in Illinois to vote for him because it was a swing state at the time. So there's that whole thing. The mafia helped him get into the presidency, but then his brother was Secretary of State, wanted to crack down on the mob, and they were like, "What the hell is this?" So there's a mob element to it. Also, he wanted to stop he didn't want there to be a war in Vietnam, and there's big money in war. So there was that whole thing. So, but I want to believe all that, and I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. I believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
Okay.
I believe the lone gunman theory, all this magic bullet shit, whatever. I just think sometimes a bullet does crazy things when it's being fired out of a gun. It starts bouncing around, and I think there's just one guy, Lee Harvey Oswald, who was a communist.
Okay.
Who spoke Russian.
Okay.
Who had a Russian wife. Was a Cuban sympathizer.
He had a Russian wife. I didn't know this.
He was a Cuban sympathizer, a Fidel Castro sympathizer.
Okay.
And didn't want America to crush communism. He was handing out pamphlets of communistic manifesto stuff. So he saw JFK as a way of like stopping them from stopping communism. I think there's a lot of crazy nuts out there that want to do whatever.
Sure.
So I think he got in the books depository. He shot the president. Then he ran out. He went to a movie theater after.
Yeah.
He went to go watch a movie after.
To like hide out or something. Right?
I don't. That's the bizarre part.
Because didn't he also kill a cop?
Yeah. So the cop was like, "Hey, come over here," and then he shot the cop.
And then he went into the movie theater.
I think so. I think that's what it was. And then Jack Ruby, the whole thing with Jack Ruby.
And then he was like, "I got to see this movie. They never play them twice."
They literally burned the film after. And then Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey
That's
Oswald.
the craziest part of the whole
On
story
live
to me.
television.
On live TV. Like, imagine one day the president gets murdered, and then you're watching his perp walk, and that guy gets murdered. That's nuts.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
No wonder our dads are fucked up.
Yeah.
They saw some crazy
They
shit.
really did. And their dads were, probably beating the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Think about our dads. My dad was born in 1939. God bless my pops. But my dad was part of the silent generation.
Yeah.
Not even a boomer.
Yeah.
So put in perspective, my wife's grandfather was born in 1933. My dad was born in 1939.
Damn, that's crazy.
Is that nuts?
That is crazy. So wait, how old were you? How old was he when you were born?
Well, he's born 39. He was born 81. So do the math. What is that?
I'm not doing that math.
No.
42.
I think we'll never know.
Yeah. If any scientists are out there, you can help us with the formula to figure that out.
If what's his name? Who's the astrology guy with the mustache?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, if you're out there,
Neil, if you're there,
figure
if you
it
can help
out.
us out. We're just kind of clueless. We want to leave this up to the experts.
Yeah, I think AI can do it, but I don't know.
We don't need to waste the water.
Yeah,
on that one.
I don't want to waste the water bottle on that. About 42. He had my brother at 51, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, old dad growing up.
Yeah.
And he was like old. Like he was like, born in rural Europe, came here, said he went to Brooklyn first, said it was an absolute, he said it was like a war zone.
Okay.
He was like, this is like crime everywhere. It's filthy. Imagine that is one thing about Europeans back then where they were like, we're going to America. And then you go and like, oh God.
Yeah, you land on like the Walk of Fame now, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, like, the rolling. My dad grew up in like rural Italy where it's like farms and rolling hills, and you're having espresso and chilling out, but there's no future in it. And then you're like, I'm going to America, and then you show up in like Brooklyn, and you're like, it's like West Side Story. You're like, dear God.
There's greasers and socias stabbing each other.
Yeah, he's like running from like Puerto Rican teens, and he's like trying to like not get like beat up by like a Black Panther or something. He's just like, what is going on? But where did I come with this? Oh, JFK assassination. Oh, Jack Ruby. So I think Jack Ruby was just kind of like this guy who wanted people to like him. He was kind of like this recluse, kind of like reject, and he just wanted.
He was like a radio guy, or
he was like a strip club DJ. He was like a strip club announcer.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and he worked with a mob occasionally, but I think he wanted to be a guy. He wanted to be a made man,
Yeah.
but he was always looked at as some kind of like small time. He ran a strip club. So he's like, well, I'm gonna get everyone on my side. They're gonna think I'm a hero. I'm kill the guy that killed the guy. I'm like, no, we didn't question him. You
freaking dingaling. We'll
idiot.
never know now.
Idiot. Nobody knows now. Anyway, so he's gonna release a tape. I want to know the alien stuff. You're not an aliens guy.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the aliens. I mean, I'm curious. I do want it. If there's stuff out there, yeah, I'm curious. But like, I don't think we actually have anything. I don't think people are like, oh, they're sitting on all this information about aliens. I don't think we know anything about the aliens because I think if the aliens have visited, we wouldn't. They're so far beyond our comprehension. It's like if when a submarine goes down into the ocean and a fish swims by, like they can see something, but they have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I think that is if aliens have visited, that is our experiences. We've been like, what the fuck was that?
Maybe Elon Musk is an alien, and they don't know, and then they're not programmed after 1943 of what happened historically.
After 1943,
they're like,
so
what's wrong? What's wrong with this gesture I did with my hand? Like, don't you idiot, Nazi Germany? Why? Oh, I didn't look that far back. What happened?
Heard about that yet?
What happened?
I'm still catching up. I was just about to listen to a podcast about World War II. Oh, frick! I'm in deep trouble. Please, Mr. Trump, sell my cars.
Please subsidize my cars more. Yeah. Well, that's a car I would never drive.
A Tesla?
Well, there was a point where I wanted a Tessie, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will say, as much as people love them, regardless what you think of the man, there was something about they were almost too quiet, and I feel a little bit like, I don't need to be this sneaky.
No, but now a lot of the electric cars, when they drive by, they sound like a spaceship.
Like the Ioniq 5.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty cool. I want to drive a spaceship, dude.
I don't think you should sound like a spaceship if you're coming out of a car just going to a 7-Eleven to grab a corn dog.
Why not? I'm from another planet. Give me a taquito.
Just walking out of that'd be if someone time traveled, like, oh my god, these things sound like they're from the future, and you just coming out and just like with wing sauce on your face, like,
I'm from the future.
I'm from the future. Can you believe they let me be a man in this country?
Well, where's your family? Oh, well, aren't you late for work? Work, family. Okay. Come on, man. I'm not even 40 yet. They're like, oh my god, the men of this future have been neutered. That'd be sweet, actually. I wouldn't have a boner so much. Well, that's probably because I take those pills. But
Yeah. I keep buying them at the gas station. I got to figure out which one's the best one.
I can't, man.
Research.
So what's new? What else is going on?
Dude, I got another parking ticket today. Can you believe it? This is like 3 in the last 6 weeks.
You guys got to break up.
This time it was in front of the place where I'm dog sitting.
Oh my! I just want everyone to know here. This is his 3rd in 3 weeks.
3rd in 5 weeks, I think.
Right. So at this point, I think you got to be pro Doge. Let's stop this, guys.
Yeah, no more parking. Yeah, cut the parking enforcement.
Yes.
Federally, at every level, cut the parking enforcement.
Yes.
We don't need it.
Take away the red lines. Take away the meters. Cut
Loading
parking.
zones are parking zones from now on.
Yeah, we need Doge to get rid of parking.
Elon,
charging.
I said a lot of mean stuff about you on the podcast and off. If you can get rid of parking enforcement, I'll buy a Tesla.
I want number one thing for Doge. Okay, stop cutting education. Stop cutting the IRS or whatever other government agency. Get right to the parking agency.
The parking agency. That would be such a slam dunk if you took away, if you gutted parking enforcement.
Gut parking enforcement.
Who's going to complain?
I want you right now, Mr. President, I'm talking to you, Mr. Musk, is to email every single parking attendant, meter maid, and say, what have you done today that has helped the American citizen? And then if they don't say anything, fire them.
Fire them. But I guarantee every single one of those meter maids is sending back an email immediately. I wrote this guy a ticket. He was 2 inches into the red. I wrote this guy a ticket. He was bumping out into the curb. They love it. That's my new theory is that these people get a sexual thrill from writing me a ticket.
I want there to be a ceremonial moment when Doge finally guts the parking infrastructure in this country, and then
finally
gets a white. He's gonna have like a white paintbrush and just get that
paintbrush is a white
item.
Okay.
My hand was high and I said white. A white paintbrush. I want to have a white paintbrush and just get that red curb painted right away, and then everyone cheers, and then we just knock over some fire hydrants. Let's stop this insanity.
Let's do it.
What is the white curb? I don't know what that is.
I have no idea. Paint them all concrete color. Come on.
Sure. Okay. Keep the handicap parking.
Yes. Okay. I think we can agree on that.
Okay. Keep the handicap park. You know what I want? I want no more lines in parking lots. Get rid of all the lines.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of all the lines.
Get rid of them.
What am I, a cokehead? I don't want to see white lines.
We'll figure it out.
We figured this country is a grand experiment. We're figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
Doge,
every day.
Got the damn parking. Look at this man.
Look at me. I'm going to be financially bankrupted by parking tickets.
You know how much money this guy spent on parking tickets for the last 2 months?
You know how many chicken wings I could have bought with those parking ticket
American chicken wings.
American chicken wings. Grown in America, cooked in America.
Eaten by an American man who is, a poor example of an American, but still an American nonetheless.
Downright un-American to give me a parking ticket. If you're a true patriot, you will blow up the parking enforcement office.
This episode is going to be Doge. Please gut parking in America.
Parking enforcement.
Wouldn't it be great if they just we just saw a bunch of parking enforcement guys just looking for jobs? Wouldn't that be great?
That would be
Get
great.
out of your little cars. They get rid of those too. Who needs those?
No. I'll sell me one. I'd love to drive one around.
That'd be kind of nice. Park that anywhere.
That's right. You got them. You got the agency, and then you sell those to people who need reliable, inexpensive transportation.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, we can only hope.
I keep saying we should have a job in the administration, and I think if we just keep asking, we might get one.
Well, let's just say the president hires us, right? And I think it's a good hire because hey, listen, we're liberal guys. You claim to be the party of diversity. We'll be in there. We'll be in there. We'll give you an honest response. Because I don't think you guys are going hard enough with the Doge. I think you're gutting the wrong things, not education.
Not education.
All right?
Not USAID.
No.
You need parking enforcement.
There's
anti-piracy. Let me pirate some DVDs.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
What else?
Oh, what else? Ticketmaster.
Oh, go after Ticketmaster.
We're getting after you, Ticketmaster. Maybe I'm a little biased because I can't sell tickets.
Yeah.
But let's get rid of it all.
Get rid of Ticketmaster. Get rid of the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
Just for laughs. Get rid of that.
Or bring it back, maybe.
Yeah, bring it back if we're there.
Yeah, bring it back with us. Then you can bring it back. Otherwise, leave it in the dirt. We don't need it. Unless we can be on it.
Oh,
And
man.
then it's like essential.
Yeah. Get rid of income tax. Okay. That's fine.
Sure, I'm
That's fine.
I guess
That's fine.
as long as we still have schools and roads and libraries and stuff.
I've always said, and I think what we should do in Doge, if we're going to be a couple Dogers, let's fucking tax the hot.
Tax the hot. Now I'm on board.
Tax the hot.
And look, you know that we mean this because that means we're getting taxed. You
That's
know what I'm
okay.
saying? Pound it.
Yeah, I don't
Pound
mind.
it. We're getting taxed.
I bet you're thinking like, well, why should we tax the hot? Really? How many free drinks have you gotten? How
Exactly.
many lines have you bypassed? How many job opportunities have you gotten just so someone higher up can talk to you, male or female or whatever?
Exactly.
You've gotten a lot of advantages. You've reaped the benefits. You've had a good time in this country that really, really puts people who are physically superior on a pedestal. But now it's gonna.
Playtime is over.
Playtime is over.
And while we're at it, any man over 6 foot, you're getting taxed.
Yes.
Any white man over 6 foot, you're getting
Tax.
taxed.
Thank you. And guess what, Uggos? You're getting a tax
You're getting
break.
taxed. Raked. I mean,
Hey, the Uggos, I want Uggos to get absolutely no tax on anything. And yeah, not even sales tax. I
Yeah.
mean, like you go and you buy a pair of shorts at a Target. I want them to look at you and be like,
you just take them.
just take them.
If you're 5'8", bald, ugly, things are about to get a lot better.
You know what? The
If
ball.
we're in charge.
Listen, listen. Look at his hair. I'm okay with being taxed.
Tax me for my luscious mane. I deserve it.
Baldos, you're getting a rebate.
Yeah, I will. You know what? If you're bald and you're listening, I'll Venmo you 25 cents a year. Just doing my part.
I think we are onto something here.
I think we are.
Tax the hot. I've always said this.
Tax the hot. And they can get parking tickets, but not me.
There you go. There you go. I think parking tickets should be only for good cars. If you're a car that's MSRP over $50,000 a year,
Now this I love.
maybe we'll meet you halfway. If you listen, if you see a Toyota Corolla, it's beat up and it's parked in the red, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Or maybe, just like a sliding scale.
Maybe.
Yeah, if it's a 93 Corolla with 243,000 miles, $20.
I think
$20.
we've already talked about this.
A Cybertruck parked in the red, that's 10 grand, my man.
Yeah.
You better have it.
There you go. Didn't we talk about this? Like the parking enforcement should just leave a dump on your
Yeah, just take a fat dump.
just
I
leave a hot-
I would not park there again. Someone just shits on the hood of my car. I'm not parking there again.
Just like a hot loaf on the top of your hood. You're like, oh, okay, I'm all right.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. All right, I'll
I
make
learned
sure.
my lesson.
I'll set the alarm for next time the meter's up. Oh God, another. How much is this one?
68, not as bad.
Does it go by region?
Well, one of them, I got one for parking in the red. That one was 93. This one I was parked in a place where you're supposed to have a permit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's
6 a.m. This guy wrote me this ticket. 'Cause I set an alarm to move it before 10 because I knew I was 2-hour parking. I didn't realize it was permitted after 8 p.m. or whatever. So I was like, I better go move it by 10 a.m. And I got there. I got a ticket. 6 a.m. This fucker came by.
Going to Texas this weekend.
Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
T-Has.
Gonna go making your pilgrimage to see Joe Rogan?
Now I'm gonna go to the comedy mothership. I'm just gonna be like, let me in. I just want to roll with the guy.
Come on.
Just
I want
let
to be
me-
one of the 250 elite Joe Rogan approved comedians.
Although I will say this though, there's an speaking of which, I find it. Listen, as a straight man in America, and as liberal as I am, there's parts of me that are conservative because I'm 40s, you know.
Sure.
But I'm more of in the middle. But anyway, there's something unlocked in me when I see anyone fighting on social media, physically fighting.
Physically finding. Okay.
Yeah. When
What
people
does
are-
it unlock in you?
Just like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Canadian in me where you see guys duking it out or whatever. I don't want to be in it. I like to watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. I'm kind of a fight cuck.
I'm a fight cuck. I've always been a fight cuck. I'm like
Bear cuckle boxer?
bear cuckle boxer. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean? I'm naked. I'm bare.
You certainly could be.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It stopped them from fighting.
That's my new move. If people are fighting and I can't get them to stop, I'm just going to get naked.
guys, stop. And they look over like, oh my God, this little guy's naked. oh my God. And then they're hugging, like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? That's horrific. Look
This
at
man just sexually assaulted us.
oh my God, his legs aren't proportioned to his body. Dear God. And just, guys, where are you? I thought you guys were fighting. Oh, yeah, it worked. It worked. Anyway, I don't know his name. It's like a Greek last name. But this guy, I think he's a collegiate wrestler.
Okay.
And he goes up to people, and I guess he challenges people. He goes, do you think you can take me down for
$10,000 or
$1,000?
$1,000? Yeah, I've seen a lot of these.
Dude.
Well, to me, this is different. That's not a fight.
That's not a fight, but I just like...
But yeah, I've watched a lot of these
As much as, you know, I love...
He's so fast.
I love watching men grapple, pause. But I love watching men duke it out. I love watching another guy get another guy, break him right down, pause.
Just take him.
I'm all pausing today.
Pin him down,
Dude,
take him.
And like, there's some guys that are just like, do you think you can take me down? And he's like, I know I can take you down. All right. And the guy, listen, to all the guys out there who want to challenge a man, 2 things you look for. All right. No, 3 things. Number 1, a gun.
Don't.
Number 2,
unless you have your own and you're a good guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Because a good guy with a gun, that's the only thing that's
So number 1, gun. Look out for that. Number 2, cauliflower ear. And here's the one that we don't talk about much.
Ever fight a guy with cauliflower ear.
Never. And number 3, the one that we don't talk about as much, is if he's got no neck, don't fight the guy.
That's a good call. No neck, huge quads. That's a diabolical combo.
Dude, when you see a guy like this, he's like, you want to go? That guy, he rolls, baby.
Yeah, he's rolled.
He's rolled.
He's going to roll you, baby.
Dude, that guy transforms into a cat.
He's so fast.
He's so fast.
And like his balance is insane. Yeah, those videos are kind of mesmerizing.
I'm just, honestly, there's moments where he's just like, I'm like, I can't even comprehend what's happening. He's like behind a guy grabbing him, and then he just quickly gets in front of him, and the guy's down.
Yeah,
and
you're right. He's like a cat, because when somebody like tries to flip him, he knows how to like correct his body so that he can land on his feet or whatever. It's insane.
Which makes you really appreciate any kind of combat fighter or any kind of like anyone who's in mixed martial arts or
Not
whatever.
me. I think they're all pussies. Come at me.
Not me.
Come at me.
Not me.
I don't care if you did BJJ. I'll fucking fuck you up, dude.
No, I'm a huge fan. Don't listen to him. If you beat him up, you can sit here right here in this chair with
I
me.
have a gun.
You could probably disarm that really quickly. He doesn't look like the kind of guy who knows how to use it properly. I'm all for you guys. My cauliflower, no neck, lug heads. I'm with you guys. But anyway, also got the UFC. Anyway,
Got the UFC.
Got it.
But keep the slap fights.
Keep the slap fighting.
That was a video I got last night. With some slap fighting. So those are really funny and satisfying, because it's I don't know. It's just like one hard slap, but like watching someone get rocked like that.
There's a whole nother level to
crazy.
slap fighting now on Instagram. Now there's a slap fighters where the AI distort the guy's face so it looks like he's all fucked up. Have you seen these?
No.
So now someone has taken the slap fight where some guy gets slapped and they AI generate it where he looks like this and goes up and his eye is down here. And then the comments are just a bunch of guys like,
Oh my God, is he okay?
you guys have no shot in the next election. You guys are going to get fooled so
You're
hard.
toast.
Toast. You guys are toast. You're going to believe anything you see. What do you think? His whole structural integrity of his face shifted from that? Maybe, but like his
Maybe.
eye going down here on his cheek is not real.
No.
Anyway, so no neck. He's like so fast. And it really makes you appreciate, like, if he's just like a YouTuber, he's just like an influencer who's just challenging guys with, imagine how good you are to be like an Olympian, bro.
Unbelievable. I can't.
Unbelievable. What would you rather have if you could have like the superpowers of someone who's got some sort of like MMA like skill? Would you say
That or a gun? A gun.
No. Like, would you want jujitsu, karate? I think I'd go wrestler because you can really distinguish a whole situation, and you make a guy look really bad. I don't want to knock anybody out.
Yeah, I guess jujitsu, because then you get trained on how to like hit too, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about these things.
I don't want to ground and
I think
pound
it would.
him.
No, I don't want to ground and pound. Pause. I do. I guess maybe. I think boxing is the one that appeals to me the most.
Yeah.
Because then I don't know. It'd just be nice to know how to throw a punch. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Or no. You ever seen the movie Equilibrium?
no.
I would learn gun kata, which is
What is that?
It's in the movie. It's in a movie called Equilibrium. It's kind of in the future. Pretty good movie, honestly. But it's like a future thing, and they have developed a form of martial arts called gun kata that is like martial arts with a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they do?
They're fighting, but then also shooting. It's fucking sick, dude. You gotta watch Equilibrium.
Oh my god!
It's Christian Bale, somebody else. I don't remember.
So is it just like, how do you need to do all that flare stuff to kill a guy? You don't need to just shoot the guy.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta wrestle him.
No.
I don't look. It looks sick in the movie. It looks like John Wick, like whatever John Wick's doing. Where like you can't always get a gun out. Sometimes you gotta fight your way into the gun.
I guess you can't do it with real loads. Pause. To shoot a guy.
Yeah. But also, I think it's so that they can fight like many guys at a time. So it's a lot of like flipping and kicking to slow somebody down. Pow, pow, pow.
But is it all flare? Are these guys the Harlem Globetrotters of guys with guns?
Maybe.
We're just like
maybe. I haven't seen the movie in a while. I can't attest to whether or not it is the most efficient way to kill people. But
the funniest any kind of exhibition of any kind of martial arts is Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah,
there's no way that's real, obviously.
No, of course
it's
not.
all performative, and you got guys who are like running at him, and then he just like goes like this, and the whole thing of what is it? What's the
Aikido?
Aikido. It's all about using their energy to hurt them.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like, oh, you're charging at me, I'm going to use that right down to
transfer your energy.
Transfer his energy. Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like, and people are doing backflips, flying out of the air.
I think if I had to acquire any kind of martial art, I think wrestling would be kind of sick.
Wrestling would be
because you really make a guy look bad.
Yeah, and wrestling would be good because you could de-escalate without. It's the most violent way to de-escalate because if you just pin a guy, it's like, okay, this is over.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you're gonna stop punching me, and I'm not gonna punch you, but this is over, and I will choke you to sleep if I have to.
Because I think there's a lot of like, wouldn't it be great to just knock out guys, but I don't think I want to go to jail.
You don't want to go to jail?
No, I don't. No, because if you knock a guy out and he hits his head on the concrete, you could die.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but if you wrestle, like, hey, buddy, we're gonna end this. Stop.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah,
but anyway. I'm going to Austin, Texas.
Austin, Tejas for the weekend.
So yeah, me and the wife were like, we had some flights that were going to expire. Some like gift stuff, some like points for Delta. That was like a year, some buddy pass thing. And we were like, where do you want to go? I'm like, somewhere warm. It's March. I'm not gonna let's go to Chicago.
Hell no.
No. I mean, no offense against my Midwestern brethren here, but
hey, we'd love to come to your shithole.
Yeah, we'd love to come.
Chicago's a real shithole, but we'd love to come visit.
Do you think so?
I don't know. I've never actually been.
I love
but I do like to make fun of Chicago because I think that people from Chicago never shut the fuck up about it.
It is a pretty sick town, though.
I bet it is. But also, shut the fuck up.
I like Chi-town.
Shut the fuck up. What bothers me is people who live in LA who are like, oh, Chicago's the best city in the world.
Go.
Stay there.
Then go.
If you believe that, you would still live there.
Go. I'm losing track of I haven't eaten yet, so I'm like losing track of everything.
You haven't eaten yet? It's like 5 p.m., my man.
6:47, bro.
6:47, my man. You haven't eaten anything today?
Well, no, I've eaten lunch, but like a while ago.
You haven't had the dinner yet.
Yeah. What were we talking about? It's just
martial arts, wrestling.
Head on the tip of my dong. Oh, Austin,
yeah. Of course.
So we thought let's go somewhere warm. So we're like, okay, let's just go to Texas. Now here's the thing, I would never move there, but I am curious about the comedy scene there.
Sure.
Yeah, because it is a whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and this is for the comedy nerds that are listening. If you are listening, is that one thing that LA doesn't have, that New York has, that SF has, that Chicago has, I think and Austin has, is they have like, which I think is so cool, is like bootleg comedy clubs that run all week. Like, so they have a play, like I was looking around, I'm not playing it, I'm doing some don't tell shows, but I'm only there for 2 days. I saw one place, I can't remember what it's called, but they have one show Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, seats 50 people, BYOB. I'm like,
that's freaking sick.
I was like, is it legal? And it's sold out all week.
It's freedom, and that's what they love about Texas.
Like in New York, they have that Sesh Comedy Club thing.
Not familiar.
Same. It's in Chinatown. It's underneath, like it's like downstairs of a Chinese food restaurant, whatever. And it's like same thing. It's like shows every night. 80 people, 60 people, BYOB, all sold out. So I'm like, LA could never do that.
No, you just can't.
Why?
I don't know.
Secrets out? Is that
I
what
don't
it is?
know.
Just-
I think part of it is that everyone in LA is a little too cool to be a fan. You know what I mean?
like oh, that's where I go.
Yeah, because where everyone who is here is also kind of an aspiring industry person. So they're like, well, I can't just like go to this place and be like a fanboy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe some of these towns, like for instance, like in San Francisco, they have Cheaper Than Therapy. That show, they're same thing. Seats 80 people, sold out Thursday to Friday to Saturday, and the guys that run it do spots, whatever. I was just like, oh, is comedy in LA dying, dude?
It might have died. It might have died.
And that hurts my soul. I love Los Angeles.
Yeah, it might have died like 5 years ago.
No,
Yeah.
are we like?
Are we guys who showed up to San Francisco in 1859?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think about that all the time. I think about that. You ever seen this? You've seen The Sopranos, right?
No.
Oh, there's a very famous line in the first episode where he says, "You always want to get in on the ground floor," and I feel like maybe I missed it, and there is no more ground floor.
I feel that way about the stock market for sure. Because I randomly looked up some stocks today and I was like, what was I doing? Why did I put my money in this? Oh yeah, the world's falling apart. I thought that I was gonna have to harvest my money so I can fight off looters.
Yeah, I think I've told you this, but my roommate in like 2015 maybe
Yeah.
wanted me. He was like, he was the one who was paying the rent and I was giving him cash, and he was like, hey, if you want to just like set up a Bitcoin wallet, you can just send me Bitcoin. Like I would kind of prefer that if you don't mind doing that. And
Wow.
I got into the process, and then it needed my ID or something, and I was like, I don't want to give my ID to this weird website, so I never did it.
Yeah.
But at the time, Bitcoin was like $1,000 a coin. So if I had bought a couple, who knows? Who knows?
That's one thing you don't want to do is you want to go into like Yahoo Finance and whatever, just look up random companies around 2020 when we're all like wondering who had some extra money because of like government assistance or whatever. But that's when crypto really was at its peak, where people are like, what do I do with this money? What do I do? I'm bored. What do I do I'm not spending it on eating out or vacationing. But I'm not working either. I need to find a way to make some cash. And you look at some of these companies like, oh man, if I put just a $5,000 into Nvidia or Apple,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, ooh man,
Microsoft in 2020.
dude,
probably
even
made
like
you some money.
yeah, it's just, but my portfolio right now is taking, oh man,
Taking a beating.
it's like it's really going down.
Since when? Since whatever. It's Trump stuff. Who cares?
Oh yeah, when did it happen?
Well,
Do you think he's noticed? Nah, he doesn't pay attention to these
No,
things.
he's not looking at the numbers.
Although I did watch the movie The Apprentice.
Did you? Any
Yeah,
good?
great.
I've heard it's a lot of fun.
Why did he sue it? Didn't make him look good. He like raped his wife in it.
I think he tried to get it blocked somehow.
Really?
I think he tried and failed, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to take him to court, and then you'd have to prove it that everything in that didn't happen. But I'm sure they didn't just make it up.
Yeah.
But I was like a little bit like shocked how much I liked it. I was like, I hate to see a story about this guy.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? And I'm like, oh okay. But the guy who played him did a great job of not being cartoonish, because it must be so tough not to be cartoonish.
Not to go full SNL.
Yeah. But it was good.
Okay. I've been meaning to see it.
Yeah.
It's not like did you ever watch that George W. Bush movie, the Oliver Stone one?
Oh yeah, with
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Who's playing? What's his name? Cheney. Wasn't that another guy? That was another movie.
Well, there was a Christian Bale.
He played
Dick
Cheney.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that called?
I think it was called Vice.
Vice.
That one's okay. The W one though, I think Oliver Stone made it to make George W. Bush look bad, but I think maybe Josh Brolin is too charismatic, because by the end of it, I was like, maybe this guy's not so bad.
George W. Bush was kind of charming though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how I got everyone else. Honestly, it's how most of these guys win.
Yeah.
When you think about the last, I don't know, since the 90s, after George Bush won, even Reagan.
Oh yeah, Reagan was
Reagan
clearly
was
the most charismatic. He was a movie star.
Reagan was a charmer. George Bush was not at all
But he was coasting on.
coasting on the charmer.
Yeah.
Much like Biden was coasting on what's his
Well,
name?
Biden's pretty charming. I think.
Yeah, he's got his charm. Clinton Ultimate Charmer.
Played the damn saxophone on Arsenio
Well,
Hall.
sunglasses got blown in the Oval Office.
Charmed the pants off of some interns.
Charged his
which
own
he shouldn't
pants
have
off.
done.
Yeah,
Charged his own pants off right there in the Oval Office.
Is that crazy? He just got blown in the Oval Office.
Pretty crazy.
Isn't that
honestly.
crazy? And everyone was like, "That is the craziest thing that's ever happened in the Oval Office." Really? I'm pretty sure the president's told people just to blow up cities.
Yeah, but that's still not as crazy as getting
No,
domed up, I don't think.
yeah.
Getting domed up
I know.
in the Oval Dome?
Oh,
Come
man.
on.
Oval Dome. Yeah, at the Resolute desk, and then he resoluted all over that
Oh,
lady.
yeah,
all over her dress, and she kept the dress.
Kept the dress.
Very good for you. I've always said you need to.
Well, anything I come in, I'm keeping.
Yes. Yeah. Anytime I'm like.
Just in case it's historic later.
Yes.
We don't know. She didn't know it'd be historic later.
Yeah. Like every crusty sock I've ever ever shot in has been saved and it's in a Ziploc bag at my parents' house. Because you never know.
And after he kills the president, those socks will be worth a lot of money.
And then you're gonna sell them on eBay, and you'll make some money and pay
Yeah,
back
dude.
all this equipment that you
This
have
is
to.
going to be my national treasure moment. Break into your mom's house to get your cum socks.
Clinton Charmer, Bush Charmer,
Charm. Pure
undeniable
charm.
charmer,
Pure charm.
Obama, charm.
Charm. Obviously,
Bush?
he's charming. He's maybe. Have you heard these rumors that he's dating Jennifer Aniston secretly?
I saw that. I heard that.
Got to be charming to date Rachel.
Oh yeah,
You got to be real charming.
charm.
I don't know if it's true, but if it's true,
Rachel
Charm.
Then after him, Bush undeniably. Bush. Trump, charmer,
charismatic, if nothing else.
charismatic. I mean, listen. If you like the guy's ideas, you can't help but think he's charming. And remember, I want everyone to know this. He was in our television forever,
Forever.
and so you can't say like, no, he was always like, I don't know. When he was just a TV personality, you thought he was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he.
Yeah,
and then-
when there were no stakes and he was just calling celebrities, he didn't like fat pigs. Like
Yeah.
that was mean, but it was
It was funny.
Kinda funny.
Yeah. And I will say, the nicknames are fun. Meatball
Ron, Sleepy Joe.
Low Energy Jeb.
Oh,
Pocahontas.
I hate to admit it, but he's a pegger. He's a
He's a
cold-blooded
pegger.
pegger.
As a guy who loves to peg, pause. I can appreciate when another man knows how to peg.
As
Pause.
a man who loves a good pegging, pause.
I mean, when I watch a man peg another man, pause.
Pause.
You
You can't help but respect it.
pause. Is that gay to respect another man?
Yeah, it's actually pretty gay to respect other men.
But like, boy, can he? And then he's doing it in like, in when he addresses Congress is crazy. Just throwing out Pocahontas in there. I'm just like, dear God, you already got the job, bro.
Yeah, come on, man, relax.
But little Marco,
Little Marco also funny. So funny too that he just debases them in public, and then they're like, "Yes, please, I'll take a job, sir."
it's crazy. It's crazy.
If you were like trying to get a job at the Cheesecake Factory, and before you worked there, the manager was like, "Look at this little bitch," and then you were still like, "Can I get some shit?"
And you know what? Is he sourcing it? Does he have writers? Because he hits home runs. Every one of them's a home run. New scum.
New scum.
I couldn't. You take 100 writers from every great TV show in America. They're not coming up with new scum.
No, they're gonna overthink it.
They're gonna overthink it.
They're gonna call them new some, lose some.
Yeah.
New less. Like they're gonna be too punny.
Old scum. I don't know. New scum. It's crazy, and he does it so quickly. And here's another thing too: is that he
I think he's workshopping in private. I think he's walking around.
Yeah,
calling
he
people.
is.
He's like new scum.
How do you like new scum?
I don't even think he asks for approval. I think he just says it, and then he kind of looks around and he's like, "All right,
Yeah, but it's hard to get an honest reaction because he's so many yes men around him
it's true."
and yes women around him. He's just got a new scum like.
And yes, theys. Well,
Yes.
there are none of those around him because he's made sure that that's illegal.
Is there any? No, there is. Oh yeah, that's right. There isn't. He does
Well,
have
maybe,
his head of like finance is gay, I think, but that's as far as he'll go. That's as far as he'll go.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's all the nicknames he's got, and there's more to come.
Yeah, we'll see. He hasn't even. I don't know if he's even met the new Canadian Prime Minister. If he calls him Carn Dog, we got to send a cease and desist.
If he calls the new Prime Minister Carn Dog,
Carn Dog, because that's what we called him last week.
yeah, if he calls him Carn Dog, or is it? Oh, dude, if he calls him Prime Minister Corny. Dude, I'm giving my Canadian passport and just tossing it into the Great Lake. I'm tossing it in a Great Lake. I'm tossing it in the Gulf of Mexico. No, sorry.
The Gulf of America.
I'm going to toss my Canadian passport in the Gulf of America, but like, sir, you win.
You've got me.
Prime Minister Corny?
Corny, high fructose corn syrup.
What's his first name? Matthew? Matt Corny? Mark Corny?
Mark Carney? It's Carney.
Carney. But if he calls him Corny. Dude.
Corny Carney. There it is.
Corny Carney? No, I think he just calls him Prime Minister Corny.
Prime Minister Corny?
Because Prime Minister's implied.
Yeah, I guess. You think he just calls him Corny?
Prime Minister Corny? Yeah. Mark Corny?
This guy, Mr. Corny.
Oh, the new Prime Minister. He's very tough, Mr. Corny.
Why do they say he's so
That's
tough?
what I call him because he's very lame, Mr. Corny.
Mr. Corny.
I'm like, oh God, sir, please be merciful. No, he just got the job. Oh my God. I mean, Governor Trudeau got off easy if he gets corny.
Yeah, does he have a nickname for Trudeau?
Yeah, Governor Trudeau.
He calls him Governor Trudeau. Is this true?
51st state, because it's like, of course.
I mean, that's pretty funny too. I hate to admit it.
Say what you will about the man. He can really, he's a pegger. He knows how to peg another man.
He's a pegger. He's a cold-blooded pegger.
God. Oh God. What are we time we're at? Oh, 56. Got any bits?
Hold on. I wanted to provide a quick update.
Please.
Vasectomy. My friend texted me about vasectomies. He said it's a rubber band snap to the testicles, no stitches, and then Dr. Snip gives you an engraved pocket knife after the procedure. And so I was on the Dr. Snip website. It's like a
wait.
It's like a brand.
Wait a second. You put a ring around the base of your dong, and then you cut yourself?
No. They just give you a pocket knife as like a, hey, congrats, you did it. It's just like a little parting gift that they give you.
Wait, is that actually work? This ring around the base of your dong?
There's no ring around the base of your dong.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Feels like a rubber band snap is what they say. So they there's no needles, there's no scalpel. I watched the whole video, very detailed illustrations. But they like somehow without a needle inject stuff into your gooch or somewhere in your scrotum, where you can reach both vas deferens, and that numbs that spot, and then they can just pull it through your skin.
Oh my God.
Cut it, cauterize it, seal it up, shove it back. They do it with the other side. Apparently it feels like a rubber band snap, and then you don't feel anything else.
Oh,
and then you get and he's in a group chat with
Novocaine?
That's what the first thing does. It numbs you. But yeah, my friend Josh, shout out to Josh. He's in a group chat with a bunch of dudes, and every couple of weeks somebody will send just a picture of the Dr. Snip pocket knife, and then everybody says congratulations.
God. I'm just gonna pull out till I can't. I've been practicing. I'm practicing like I'm like the Karate Kid. Just wax on, wax off, pull it.
Eddie,
pull in, pull out.
I am.
I just like honestly, I do it to myself. I just like bang my hand.
Pull out of yourself.
Pull out of. Pause. I pull out of myself. I pull out of my hand.
You pull out of your hand.
I've been pulling out for years. I just go like this, and then I pull up, and then I just go like that.
You don't even nut.
Yes.
I don't.
No, I nut. I know.
He nuts. Everybody relax. He's nutting.
I want everyone to know I pull out so well that I actually leave the room. I like pull out and I just.
But that's because they're always asking you to leave the room.
Yeah, just get out of here.
Yeah, everyone's asking you to leave.
I mean, honestly, it happened so fast, I barely remember to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm like, you're my wife. That's rude. What are you working on, baby?
Oh, honestly, not a lot. I just got a couple little thoughts that I haven't really turned into bits. But have you noticed that sometimes, like, you'll be looking on Instagram at the reels, and some days it's like 5 in a row that are fucking hitters, and you're like, yes,
Finally get me.
and then another, like that same day, you'll be looking, and it'll be like, no, like. Half the time, it's like sometimes the algo is doing such a good job, and sometimes it really feels like it's phoning it in. And I'm like, what are you, me?
Right. Do you ever think that sometimes they're telling you things that you may not know about yourself?
Are you saying that that's why it keeps showing me really greased up dudes
Like
kissing each other?
I don't know. You keep looking at them.
I'm just sitting there like, no,
Whoa.
no.
Oh, I got to comment. Well, no, I can't comment because then it's going to think
Now
I
I've
like
watched it 3 times in a row. Fuck.
That's the irony of all this is the algorithm that you write yuck. It's like the algorithm's like, oh, you like
No,
that?
I likes
huh?
that. Yeah. Yeah, I had to catch myself because I'm always, I think I've told you, I'm always tempted when I see those weird AI videos of like food turning into animals. I always want to be like, this sucks. Stop doing this. And then I remember that's just going to give me more.
You
of
think the
that.
algorithm's like really bringing to light homophobes' actual intersexuality, how they are gay? Because they're going to comment on some guy and be like, gay, lame. And then they're going to show him another one. It's like, another one's gay and lame. Another one's like, well, no, he's a good looking guy. Or you can't argue that. And well, he's working out.
But come on, that's just Tom Selleck.
Yeah, I mean.
It'd be gay not to recognize.
Okay,
that
so
he's
two
really
guys holding
handsome.
hands, whatever, man.
And right, and actually in some parts of the world, that's like not even gay. So
Yeah. What? I mean, I'd hold his hand too if he was, if I was gay. The next thing, he's like, it started out with just guys like just giving the middle finger to the rainbow flag. Next thing you know, he's like full on kissing a man and marrying him. So maybe the algorithm's trying to turn over the gay man, the homophobes to the gays.
Maybe.
But it is interesting that sometimes they hit it, sometimes they don't.
yeah.
But then what do you expect? Are you expecting too much? Like, know me.
No, well, I don't understand why sometimes it feels like it can do a great job for like an hour, and then other times it feels like it is nothing but dog shit for 3 hours.
Define
straight.
dog shit. What is it sending you? You personally, what do you feel like? I'm not
Like when I
interested.
get a lot of and just anytime I get a bunch of reels in a row that are reposted in lower, like versions of things I've already seen reposted in lower quality.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like sports stuff or
Sports stuff, dog stuff. I get a lot of dog stuff.
yeah, me too.
But a lot of it's like I saw this 2 weeks ago. You showed it to me.
Oh, I
You
see
know
what you're
I've seen this.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's kind of like it. You know what it is? It's trying to pull a fast one. I know you like this.
Yeah.
I did. The OG, not the guy commenting on the video.
No, I don't need to see a stitch.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know what to take that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Something about being like, I was trying to compare it to myself being bad at my job and phoning it in. Like, did it clock out for lunch? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Or maybe like, you're with your girlfriend and you were like, you take her places she's already been. Like we were here last week. Like, but you liked it.
Yeah, I can't get away with that. I can't take.
But you liked it, didn't
yeah,
you?
you liked it.
You said it was great. Well, we're back again, and now we're at a worse table. Oh, we have new places to go every week. There's something about that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Some-
Okay, I'll think about
Anything else?
that.
Just even an idea,
Not
premise?
really. I had
Even a
just
premise?
an idea, which is that I blacked out about a year ago. I blacked out, and it was the first time I'd blacked out in about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, I don't drink like that anymore. But that time 10, 11 years ago now, I blacked out and I woke up and I was like, whoa, I got to stop doing that.
Right.
And then it happened again 10 years later and I was like, whoa, once every 10 years seems fine.
Yeah. That's a good track record.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 every 10 years. When you black out, are you like how bad? When you wake up, how bad is it?
It's not even that bad. It's just you have this like you immediately wake up and are like, oh boy, I don't remember how I got here.
Right.
But also the last time I blacked out, I brushed my teeth and flossed. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Maybe you could talk about blacking out in general. Like blacking out in your 20s, way different than blacking out in your late 30s. Blacking out in your 20s is like, oh my God, did I get in a fight? Who is this person next to me? Then you black out in your 40s or late 30s. You black out like, oh
no, did I floss?
did I floss? Yeah. Floss. Oh no, I left the porch light on or something.
Yeah, I'm getting better at blacking out.
But like your responsibilities are just more like kind of like more grown up, I guess.
Yeah.
There's some there.
Yeah. I went from like, did I turn off the Xbox? To like, did I floss?
That's funny. Okay, so I came up with this bit. I don't know if it's like. So if you were to ask me who are the bravest people in America, I'd say number one, firefighters.
Okay.
Undeniably the bravest people in America. To go into a building that's engulfed in flames and not know the outcome is insane.
Number 2, podcasters.
Number 2, but number 2 for me personally, number 2, Trader Joe's cashiers. Are you telling me you just randomly ask people you don't know what are they up to tonight? I mean, I'm not into small talk. That's my burning building.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen after this. Because you might get, and they say, and they have to roll with whatever.
Yeah. They really do.
They have to roll with whatever. What if the guy goes, "Oh, let's just take this bottle of wine and just cry in a closet"? What do you say to that? Like, well, you know what goes well with that? Some rosemary crackers. And just so that's the bit I got there.
That's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just something about like he asked me like, "What are you up to tonight?" I'm like, "Are you crazy? What am I up to tonight? Well, what if I told you?" I'm like, "Oh, I was thinking about just just running through a group of protesters." Like just driving through a group of protesters.
Run into a burning building.
Like I don't know. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
This is
Especially in the city.
oh my god. Like an
No idea.
inner city Trader Joe's asking them, "What are you up to tonight?"
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to do some fentanyl and then pick up my kids.
maybe I should use that line. Like, I was just do some fentanyl and pick up my kids. Well, may I suggest some snacks? Some chocolate covered almonds?
Yeah. I've heard our what's a specific Trader Joe's snack? I've heard our dried mango goes well with fentanyl.
Have you tried some? Have you tried some banana chips? They're excellent in calcium.
Keep your blood
and
sugar up.
just the fact that I'm like, I said, "Oh, what are you up to tonight?" Me and the wife are gonna watch some White Lotus. I'm like, what if I said something crazy?
Yeah.
You just gotta roll with it.
You have to.
Is it? But to me, so a guy who hates small talk, to me, that's insane. Because small talk is like really tough for me. But the fact that they willy nilly do it to people, that it's one thing. Small talk is like with a bunch of friends or girlfriends, friends, whatever. Oh, what do you do? Oh, no way, interior design. Oh, nice, whatever. But like to full out strangers, like, hey, what are you up to tonight?
What are you doing tonight?
It's
Yeah.
just like crazy work. Crazy. Because number one, you put them on the spot, so they're gonna. But what you want? Ideally, you want them to lie.
Yeah, to just say like, oh, just a simple night
Simple
in.
night in, gonna just watch the Laker game.
Definitely not going to spend 7 hours browsing Reddit to find the perfect foot picture to buy.
Yeah, definitely not gonna do that. Not gonna sell my wife's underwear on OnlyFans just so I can pay for the mortgage.
Not going to drink 2 bottles of wine and tell an Uber driver to circle my ex-girlfriend's block.
Yeah, no, definitely not gonna walk around the neighborhood with a rifle and kill coyotes. Just like, oh, well, you don't say. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's an outdoor activity. Maybe you want some
Yeah.
trail mix. Good old raisins and peanuts, am I right?
And then like, and the staff is like, "What'd you do today? Well, you guys meet anybody?" Like, I met a coyote hunter. I met a
Yeah. 3 different foot fetishes.
Yeah, I met a
One
foot fetish
coyote
guy.
hunter.
Yeah, I met a guy who's selling his wife's underwear on OnlyFans so he could pay for their
A
mortgage.
guy who insists he's having dinner with Joe Biden.
Yeah, so very, just huge. So I think that's pretty much the bit is there, but I think I do like to do some fentanyl to pick up my kids. May I suggest some banana chips? Yeah. It's low in sugar, and you can't deny the crunch. Just like, but I do like I'm working on the line of like, that's my burning building. But I was thinking like, I was telling my wife the joke and she was like, she was giving me a good idea. You have to preface that you hate small talk. Say, for a guy who hates small talk, to me, that's my burning building.
Yes.
I think I'd rather burn in the building. I think I'd rather run into a building in flame than be like, look a guy in the eye and be
all
like,
day long be like, what are you up to tonight, stranger?
over and over again.
Yeah.
Dear God. It must be tough being a bisexual that doesn't get laid because it is you.
It's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
The one saving grace of being a man, being a straight guy, is be like, hey, you can always lean on that idea. Like, well, if I was gay, I'd be getting laid. But if you're bisexual and you're not getting laid, you got you got to look within.
You
man.
really, you got to have some honest conversations with your friends about how you smell.
You really gotta look someone you care about in the eye and say, listen, is it my teeth? Am I that loud in public? Is it because I do. I go on speakerphone in a Target out loud in public. Is it that?
Is it that?
Is it my views? Is it?
I gotta know.
Because you have all the options.
Yeah, but it's the world is your oyster.
You have,
and you're
all,
going hungry.
Yeah, every plan is a plan. Everyone is available
Potentially.
But if you are bisexual and you are like, man, I can't get laid, it's you.
It's you. Sorry, it's your personality.
It's your personality. That's
Get a
hard-
boat, and then you'll really know.
That's one thing the straights we can lean on is we can lean on this idea that like, but if I was.
It's because women are so picky.
Yeah.
That's the
And
problem.
the gays have no bar whatsoever. The gays will do anyone.
So I've heard.
So I've heard. So I've assumed.
So I've assumed. So obviously I would do well.
In the hours of research I've done on the hub, I can only, and seeing how some of the hottest guys were the biggest uggos, I can only assume they'll do anybody.
As long as
especially
I'm
for
wearing
money.
a jock strap.
You know what it is? You know what it is? If you got money too, if you're willing to pay a sex worker and you're bisexual and you're still not getting laid, no, wait, that doesn't work.
Well, then who? Yeah.
No one's gonna turn. But if a sex worker's turning you down, then you're really.
Then
up
you
for it.
really gotta. Yeah, there's something wrong with you. Sorry, you gotta.
Maybe it's too telegraph. I don't know if there's a joke there, but I do like the idea of that you have some real serious conversations about how you smell. Yeah. Anyway, I had a good time.
I had a great time.
Guys, Seattle, April 10th. Dallas, May 29th.
Top of the podcast to you.
June 20th, Vancouver. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on social media, all that stuff. Links to that in the description of this episode. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.